Big Aussie boy, big American engine. Here's a bit of deja vu. This is God's motor.
You said big Aussie American engine last time.
Pallet trolley can pick up like 3 ton, but
can't drive over
God forbid it tries to get over something like that or a cable tie.
5 teams, 5 unique builds. We've gathered a bunch of our great mates to take on Tasmania's toughest terrain, testing their skills, their rigs, and their resilience, all in support of men's health this Movember. This is King Chrome Build Wars.
How is this only 17 grand? This is mind blowing.
Well,
oh,
it really makes me wonder why people do the TD conversion.
This is exactly my
So you're
questioning. I don't get it.
This is 17 grand.
$17,200 for this conversion. It's a brand new engine, comes with 1 year warranty, brand new turbo, brand new hot side, cold side, everything on it's new. Alternator, aircon pump.
And it's American muscle.
It is American muscle, minus the V8 part.
Yeah.
I actually went down the TD route, and I was going to do it because I wanted the full patrol experience. So I was like, let's go buy a kettle, you know, TD42. Freaking expensive, like for one that was apparently rebuilt at some point in its life, it's still like 14 grand, and I'm like,
no dear.
I'm not gonna risk that. So I was looking for my Cummins on Facebook Marketplace, and this conversion popped up, and turns out it's enginesonly.com.au. Go and check them out.
We're hoping to get this engine done for less than 20k, which means our current budget reserve should be enough.
Why is it out of the shed? Because I'm about to pull the engine out of it. It's a few dirty jobs I've got to do first, and the first one of that is removal of the radiator fluid. So I'm going to drop the coolant out of it. I'm going to drop the power steering fluid out of it. I'm going to leave the engine oil in. I'm going to fire it back up, and I'm going to drive it back in, because you can drive your car without coolant. I just wouldn't suggest doing it for very long. Hood spreaders? Yep. Ready? Ding! Got the radiator shroud out. Alex undone the bell housing bolts.
Drive shaft out.
Drive shafts out.
Intake's
Intake piping's off.
Just power steering.
Cool pipes, power steering. And now,
we're
alternator wiring.
Listing everything as we go so we know for the conversion.
Yes, we're going to reuse a lot of the loom. So I want the factory sensors to work, the factory oil sensors, temp sensors, all that sort of jazz. Utilize a lot of the wiring, alternator wiring, aircon pump wiring.
Yeah, oil pressure, oil sensors.
All that sort of jazz.
There's heaps of stuff we can reuse on here, so it all connects to the dash.
The fuel filter, water signal, we can reuse that. There's only a few things we won't use, which is like your map sensor, crank. We'll probably use crank sensor for RPM. We won't use camshaft sensor. We won't use...
The injectors probably won't speak either.
Definitely won't need injectors because we're old school, baby. P-pump. We just pump that fuel
Mechanical,
in.
baby.
We pump it in. Don't you know, pump it up. Forward planning here. So we've got a couple of stubborn bell housing boss. That are very, very stuck at the top. Very hard to get when you're lying on the back. Alex is going to have a better crack at that now it's in the air. While it's in the air, we're going to pull the front coils out, because when we go to crank this engine out of the engine bay, it's going to be too high.
Yeah.
So the crane, you will find, won't get high enough to get it over the rad support. So pull the coils out, air the tires down, fingers crossed.
Bingo, bango, bongo.
Reverse Cali.
The Australian Cali. Aussie lean.
This is how you drive around legal in Australia. Let's get this bad donkey out.
And then...
Is there tension on? Do I need to come back forward again?
You're not supposed to smack.
Yeah, riding ZD30, baby.
Intermission.
Quick intermission with testing the tensile strength of all of the electrical loom. We have found it to be quite strong. And the next question is this going to get high enough?
Oh, surely. If you've made it this far in the video, have a guess the weight of this motor.
Yeah. Let me know, what do you think the weight of the ZD30 is? And what is the weight of the Cummins.
Yeah, don't Google it. Don't be a spoiler.
No, yeah,
Let's have a guess.
no Googling. Let's go guesstimates.
Yeah.
Oh, I reckon he'll get it. This is dangerous kind of heights.
Oh my God, that is so close.
Millimetre close there.
Oh, we're supposed to put the bin under this.
Oh, he's good. That was a good joke. I came in like a wrecking ball.
It looks like the boys have managed to pull the old engine out with relative ease, which means it's time to prep the brand new Cummins for its spot in the patrol. But before it goes in, Max decided to run some weight comparisons between the two engines to get a better idea of how to dial the suspension in for the new setup. And he's also curious to see whether the Cummins might actually be too heavy for the patrol. This is a topic that sparked plenty of debate among enthusiasts.
It is time to get serious. So this is the kit that I've purchased from enginesonly.com.au. $17,200. It comes with all this, and obviously not the intercooler. The intercooler I've purchased from Phoenix. Okay, so the intercooler was $380, and the brackets, which is actually sold on Marketplace, a fella called Aaron Sippy, you guys all might know him from Land and Sea Fab. He sells the intercooler brackets for $145. Okay, so engines only and engine performance concepts. Now they're two businesses, but they're in the same thing. They also own Ramit Conversions now. So Bruce is gone. The boys are absolutely killing it. They are just re-engineering absolutely everything, and they've made the kit really, really good. I actually found the listing through Facebook Marketplace. I was like, 17 grand for a full conversion. I was like, sweet, someone's bought this and he's selling it cheap, but that's the actual price, retail. So it's very, very good, very exciting. It comes with a brand new 6BT. So these are remanufactured now, completely new with 1 year warranty on them. They've adapted this to a off-the-shelf viscous fan that you can get from Repco and things like that, or Autobarn, you know, anywhere. Comes with all the engine plates here. So these will just like pop out and like so. Comes with the clutch. What's that? That's a clutch aligning tool. Comes with the flywheel. Comes with the adapter to go to the factory GU manual gearbox. I'm actually R&Ding for them. So this is a clutch booster delete. So a lot of guys put these Willwood clutch masters in to get rid of it. The Willwood clutch master is actually the same bore and stroke and everything as the factory master cylinder. So we're just going to delete the vacuum side of it and see how that goes. Got a feeling it should be good. Also has a electric solenoid shutoff valve. So this is so that you do not get a runaway diesel situation. Very, very good safety wise. Flywheel bolts, engine adapter bolts, clutch bolts. Here we go. We have got the throttle cable. So that comes with it as well. What else we got? What else we got? It also has a Dodge Ram sump. So it's a rear mount sump. Comes with engine mounts, engine mount plates. Comes with that new starter motor, a new alternator, and a new aircon pump, all adapted with the EPC adaption. They've changed it a little bit from the Ramit, made it a little bit better. Also a pulley tensioner, brand new power steering pump, which is actually gear driven on the 6BT. Well, basically absolutely everything. Engine mounts, the whole lot. So it's very, very exciting. I'm super keen to get this thing in. Insane value for money. I don't know why you would bother with a TD42 ever again, to be honest. This engine factory is the 210 horsepower option with 650 Newton meters. Yeah, normal HX35, so slightly bigger, better turbo on there. Now, the normal kit would come with the HX35, which will still do 300-400 horsepower. This one will probably do more like 400-500 horsepower if you wanted to. Look, there's so much stuff you can do these engines real easily. The boys also sell billet upgrades, like billet rocker covers, different packages, so you can purchase the 210 horsepower, the 320 horsepower or 340 horsepower, or the 450 horsepower engine. I think they may have a 500 plus horsepower engine as well. The running gear and the bottom ends in these things, as you guys know, are very bulletproof. they won't be snapping cranks like a TD, that's for sure. If it's anything like my 6.7, those cranks will do 2,000 horsepower, no drama. So let's get into it. I'm excited to get into the engine bay. Alex pulling out the gearbox at the moment. We're gonna cut the factory engine mounts off. We're gonna weld these chassis plates on, weld the engine mounts on, get the engine in, get the gearbox in, get the intercooler in, down the coast to Tasmania. Yahoo! Okay guys, now that you got your gearbox out, there is a little process you have to do. I think the lad's gonna send out a template with most of them, but template wasn't ready for me. So I'm going to put the adapter plate between the engine and the gearbox. Thank you, sir. Our gearbox is not upright at the moment. There is 2 bolts that you have to drill into the box and tap. So on that bad boy.
Let's try it this way.
Try that way. That is this bolt hole here and this bolt hole here, and that's just gonna help keep your starter all nice and firm and not go bending that plate out or anything. So it is a M10 by 1.5. We've run into our first issue. Now, the ZD30 has this spacer section on the front of the bell housing. We're just gonna take it off. So you can tap this bad boy off because it was a dead giveaway. We're like, oh, the bolts are short. So got in touch with the boys and yes, if you have a ZD30, this comes off. Hey. And then it also comes with a new throwout bearing. So we're gonna change the throwout bearing and the spigot bearing and should be gravy. Oh, that's a little bit worn, isn't it?
Friggin' everything.
Yeah, it's very impressive. Oh, it's already got a dowel. Right, so we'll pull this dowel out.
They come with dowels too.
They come with everything. Then we'll drill and tap this hole and start getting things in. Back again on the gearbox. And you have to take 10 mil off, 10 or 11 mil. I'm gonna go for 11 mil off the input shaft. A double, triple, quadruple checked with the boys on that and they're like, yep. This clutch is actually an LS3 clutch. The throwout bearing is different. Comes included in the kit, the part that your fork pushes and pulls on. You can just throw a socket in the middle, tap it out, or use a press. I use the press. Bearing that's provided. Now, you'll see bearing race sticking out. That's the side you want to press down onto the fork section. You want out, and that's gonna push on our clutch fingers here. Big auto guy. Give me an 8-speed any day. None of this bloody forks and throw out bearings and clutch plates and that is looking good. How the clutch engages. So there's a hydraulic cylinder pushes on this, pushes that out, which pushes on the fins, which engages the clutch, which pushes the clutch against the flywheel, which makes the car go.
That's exactly how it works.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Sweet. Yeah. You've heard it here first, folks, from 2 non-mechanics. So I'll take that back. You are a 4th year, a 4th year mechanic.
I was a 4th year mechanic, yes. I did my time back in Mackay before I went and worked in the mines.
Oh, really heavy. Okay. Doesn't help I'm moving on a hooey-dooey. Sit on that race. There it goes.
Look it on your thing.
Yeah. I have just looked up. The Cummins 6BT engine, the 5.9 litre flywheel bolts typically require tightening to 75 to 85 foot-pound. That is 102 to 115 Newton meters. Now, I banged some red Loctite on there. Some people like to use blue, but for a flywheel bolt, I banged a bit of red on there. So, sucks to ever have to take that off, which will probably be me when I put an auto in it one day. Okay, so we've got the King Chrome torque wrench out and set. It's very cool. It's just got a quick release, spin her up, let her go, locks in.
Oh, that's cool.
It's yeah, it's a really nifty thing. We've got her set to 110 Newton meters there. And we're using the lock-on sockets. So, fine, I have these 2 extra little grooves in there. These blow my mind. I can't tell you exactly how they work, but they will grab a rounded bolt. They are so impressive. It's hard to explain because I don't know how this technology works, but they will grab a rounded bolt and just, they lock on. They're just awesome. I just crisscross like I do
Like wheel nuts.
a wheel nut, but
How well have you ever had a flywheel fall off?
nah. Brake cleaner. Brake cleaner, not brake fluid. Clean the hell out of this bad boy. This is a clutch aligning tool that they've given us, specially printed by the looks of things. Slides in through the clutch. This pip picks up the spigot bearing in the middle, keeps everything aligned.
Push down on this.
Okay, Zalia, just checking you've torqued up those pressure plate bolts for the clutch.
I tucked the bolts.
Yep.
So we have torqued the bolts from 18 newton meters to 30 newton meters to a final of 52 newton meters. Hey! Just break, you dumb dog. Hold the horses. Engine mount, delete, done. That is the hard part over. The engine mounts are out and I've tidied up the chassis, removed some of the lines we don't need, like the old breather lines, removed the vac lines because we're going to go to Hydro Boost.
Sad day, mate.
Oh no.
We've just lost 100 horsepower.
Not the ultimate
We're
9.
gonna have to get rid of the ultimate 9.
Oh no. We could sell that.
$100.
$100, we're making money again.
Down 100 horsepower,
Oh,
up
Max is
100
in.
bucks.
Leave the end on that. Dumb bags, dude. Woo. Another day, I think there's 11 days left. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. So, the chassis plates are welded in. I've just finished them off. Now I'm getting ready to sort out engine mounts and things like that. But I was told of an issue I'm probably going to run into. Now that is that the ZD30 radiator currently has the ports down the bottom, looking at the engine, bottom right and top left. Now that doesn't work very well for the Cummins due to where the water ports are. TB45s, that is the petrol patrol, is on the opposite sides and it works out absolutely perfect. So unfortunately that's more money. It was about 500 bucks and I bought a radiator from Phoenix, so it'll match the intercooler. So it is a bit of an upgrade. It's not a bad thing, but it is more money. So one thing to keep in mind when doing this conversion is you may need a TB45 radiator. The boys have actually sent me out custom cross members and holy dooly. All Australian made, also all the billet stuff's all Australian made too. And this has adjustability from 50 millimeters forward to 50 millimeters back. Manual, we are 35 mil back. We're gonna move the gearbox, modify this if you'd like, if you wanted to like cut the humps off, move them back, or just drill some new holes 35 mil back and hope you can get a nut on it. So there is, or you could modify here. There's lots of things you could do if you wanted to save the money. This is an extra. The boys sent it out for me to show you. Look, they're not gonna get it back. I'm gonna use this one. It's heaps better. It is $500, but you could also use this for any engine conversion if you wanted to buy this from the Engines Only guys. We weighed the ZD30 when it got out. I believe it was 302 kilos. From what I can look up, a TD42 is around that 400, bit over 400 kilo mark. Now we're gonna find out what the Mighty 6BT weighs. Now it does have the clutch on it as well, so it's fairly comparable. And they were both filled with oil. Enough suspense, let's see what it weighs. The suspense.
Two.
470 kilos. So, for all those going, that thing's gonna break axles, like the diff won't handle it. You got a ton of weight in the front. Well, you don't. I would say myth busted. Everyone's like, oh, I put a Cummins in, those things weigh like 8,000 million kilos. They don't. 70 kilos more than a TD42. That is one passenger. So in a ute, not a drama. Like in a wagon, look, it's got 5 seats, maybe put 4 in and then you're fine. But all seriousness, it isn't that much heavier than a TD42. So the axle weight and the axle loading, everything is more than fine and capable enough for this bad boy. Not to mention we're upgrading the brakes as we're going as well. Plus, if you are worried about that 70 kilos, the boys are working on a billet head. It's nearly in production, and that can strip another 60 to 70 kilos off this engine weight. That's actually a pretty cool performance upgrade as well, because it will have like ported and flowed sort of sections and parts of the heads. Look out for that one from EPC, but that's probably not going to be super cheap to do.
Where are you going?
Oh, it's got a mind of its own.
Where are you off? Where are you off to, mate?
Oh God, don't.
Man, it feels like we're pushing a TD.
Oh, pretty much same thing, but more capacity. 5.9 litres of fury. What's it? 4.2 eater.
Me too, because I don't weigh 500 kilos to jump on the back of this thing if she starts going up.
Okay. Nobody go under the load.
5 hours later.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, you are in prime.
Oh, I'm in danger, so let's cable tie. Oh yeah, I got a cable tie. Cable tie that aerial down before it smacks you right in the face. Now the legs of this won't go under because it's too high.
Oh, actually, yeah, it's gonna hit on the piggyback thing. We're gonna have to go back and then in. Woo! There's just daylight under there. Oh, hang on, I'll just lift it up.
Don't do that, you'll wreck your back. Okay, the motor is in. I can't say, it was pretty easy actually, it wasn't too bad. It's very tight, like with the clutch on, it's very like end to end. But once she's in, all gravy. So we're setting up a bit of angles. Easiest way to do this, which we did not do it the easiest way, is to have the box already back in there with the new Crossmember, everything set at the right number. Just have it hanging on a strap. Put the motor in, connect the two. That's gonna hold the back of your motor exactly where it needs to go. Then you just need to basically pull it up, center the front. I normally run, when I set up a motor, I normally run it 3 degrees down at the rear, but apparently Patrols like to run about 5, 6 down. I wouldn't go any more than that because then your front pinion angle starts to go a bit funny. What we've done is we've wedged the motor where we want it. Well, I've got about 5.3 degrees down. I've got as far back as I can. Without hitting on firewalls and things like that. We're going to tack these engine mounts in here and then attach the gearbox. Last night was a busy one. What do we got? 11 days left now? Gearbox is in. Gearbox was a struggle. Turns out if you're looking at the gearbox from the back, twist it clockwise, not anti-clockwise.
The way you think it should go, don't go that way.
Don't go that way. So that was a stitch up last night. So about 9:30 last night, we packed her up. We found the motor needs to move 40 mil back from where a factory sort of position is. On the gearbox Crossmember, it shows us our millimeter measurements of where things are. So we're going to move it forward, cut these tacks off the engine, and then we should be good.
You give little Kaito a buzz. I'll get him to come up and buzz up some welds for us. He'll do it for free. He's a good mate of mine, and he's pretty top G bloke.
Not what you know till you know. So getting a lot of help on this one. Kaito is the king of TIG, that is for sure. His and Max's business is HyperFab. You guys would have seen HyperFab. They helped me with some work on the K truck. Kaito's keen for some work, so
yeah,
coming up, give us a hand.
Come help out.
So lucky for me, Alec lives with Kaito. Kaito loves beer. Kaito wants to come drink beers. Kaito,
Beer and welding. My 2 favourite things.
And he loves welding. Beer and welding. So he's come up here to drink beer and weld.
We'll have a crack. No material, no time, but
I mean,
plenty of morale.
Heaps of morale going
We'll get it
on.
done.
And beers. There'll be heaps of beers. 3-inch V-band into an elbow, out of an elbow into a 4-inch.
Something like that.
And then over the top of the motor, and that's going to be our dump pipe. So by the time we're all said and done, $200-300 worth of material. So add that to the list, and at least 2 cartons of beer by the time we're finished.
Yeah.
So add that to the list. There's another $100. Intercoolers on the list. We've got all those parts there. So tackle intercooler after the dump pipe. Hold on, before you actually do work, can we just have a look at that bloody, holy dime bags?
Did Metal Morphic cut this? It's nice.
Yeah.
It's like all one piece. You can just fold it around.
Yeah, he does a good job.
Save some time.
Not as good as that welding though. Holy dooly!
Very excited.
And we got the intercooler in. Intercooler is in down there. I don't know if this is supposed to stand on the engine, but
hey, it's definitely welded in.
just about finished that dump. And it's insane how fast he is. I'm very impressed, especially for the level of welding. It's some holes. There's a couple of holes already in the Patrol rad support that we're just going to open up a little more to get the intercooler pipe through. Then Kaido's going to work his magic again and buzz up some aluminium. That's right, he's a weapon on the stainless and the alloy. So
There's nothing he can't do.
it's not much he can't do. He impresses me every day, that boy, I'll tell you.
His head is so big right now.
Well, God, that's his new name.
This is how big Kaido's head is right now after we just pumped him up.
While the boys are making the dump pipe, which Kaido's absolutely killing it on, he's nearly done. I'm going to start this wiring so I can basically delete most of the stuff. So there's this one loom here that comes out. We've labeled everything that comes off it. Water temp, we're gonna keep that so we can keep our gauge. We've also reused the ZD30 water temp gauge. Now the oil pressure gauge, we're gonna use one off a TB48 because they can handle more pressure. I've been warned these ZD30 ones will not last. MAF, don't need that. Vac tank, don't need that. We're going to Hydra Boost. Here we got alternator wiring, so we're gonna reuse the alternator wiring. Just about everything else is gonna get deleted. Okay, so we thought it was weird that this one wasn't labeled. This is the gearbox loom, so this bad boy's gonna run back down there. This just tells us when we're in full drive and things. We will reuse that one. That's a stonker of a pipe there, Kaido.
We were gonna do 3, but then we decided on 4.
Bigger's always better, eh?
I think I'm glad we did that.
Yeah, looks good. Okay, so I've just had the mighty Jake from TuneWorks on the phone, and he has run me through pulling apart the alternator. Now, why am I pulling apart the alternator? Basically, long story short, what's called tapping the alternator. So we are taking one of the field windings and basically tapping a wire off that, because every time that field winding gets a pulse, we can get a pulse back from it. And this can help us get a tacho signal. Now we need to convert that pulse to be able to go into the CAN network. Now that is done through one of these. It's a Dakota Digital signal interface. SGI100BT is the part number. Basically manipulate the pulse to make the tacho work, because the 6BT does not have a crank angle sensor, does not have a camshaft sensor. Everything's mechanical on the thing. We've pulled this out and this all comes out together. And then we've pulled this part off of that. And that has left us with our windings basically. And I'm gonna solder onto one of these solder sections here. It won't be the one with heaps of wires. It'll probably be, so there's 3 on this bad boy that have 2 wires and one that has 4 wires. And I'm guessing that's like a star point. One more thing to add once you've wiretapped your alternator, if you want to do it this way, is heat shrink. Just bloody double, triple it up, doesn't matter. We just don't want this ever arcing. Big shout out to Ben Blundell. He's from up north, I think Mackay, I think he said. Wired a lot of these Cummins conversions, and he has been helping me with all of this. Very, very smart fella, so thank you very much if you're watching this, mate. Appreciate the hell out of it.
Now, if you're wondering who snapped up the canopy, well, it was our good mate Simo. He's dropped in to collect his bargain buy and to see if Macca's original boy in math checks out. It looks like he may, in fact, be within budget.
Look, it's Sunday now. Next Sunday, got to be on a ferry to Tasmania in Melbourne, Geelong. Thought I'd get the tacho running. I don't need a tacho to make the car drive, but I want it. It's the SGI100BT. These are available at Superior. This can do a couple of things. So it can, because the CRD model, the ZD30 CRD gauge cluster. So the tacho is run from the ECU. through CAN. So CAN is like data rather than like just straight voltage. What else it can do is it can calibrate the speedo. So when you go to, say, a larger tire and your speedo ends up 10% out or whatever, this can actually adjust it. And it's all Bluetooth, so you can fine tune it through the phone. So it's just a matter of wiring up. Woo! Go Movember. We're already up a couple grand, guys, and it's only still October. Anyway, just had Dan from Red Dog Mechanics. He's inland Brisbane a little bit, like an hour out of Brisbane. Anyway, drove up 2 hours, absolute legend. He's been installing these Cummins in patrols for 5 years now. So he gave me a few tips like where to wire in so it has a fuel shut-off valve, and this is to turn your car on and off because there's no electrics. He's told me you need to pick up the starter wire, which is a yellow and black one just in this fuse panel section here. So that'll be the pickup. So you got to run this through a couple of relays, and then you'll have a hold one, which he said the easiest place to take it from is the ignition on your wiper motor. So run both of those through a relay, and that will allow your car to start. And what else did he tell me? He makes aircon lines, so $600, and he does an aircon line kit. We learnt we've got to do a GQ slave if you delete the, I think just in general, I think you got to put a GQ slave for the clutch on. Yes, he gave me an actual reason for why I'm getting this tacho to work. So, on the CRD models, and probably any of the injected models that run an ECU, and a CAN dash, the aircon is controlled by the ECU. The aircon won't work unless it knows the engine's running, and it knows the engine's running from the crank signal. So with my alternator wire tap, we're gonna give a pulse to the decoder. The decoder's gonna give a pulse back to the ECU and pretend to be a crank signal. And that crank signal is gonna tell the AC it's working, and it's gonna give us a tacho readout on the factory dash. Kind of glad I did go down this route now, and otherwise there wouldn't have been any chance of getting the aircon working later on. This is really cool. I got the speed side of things working. So this is the setup, so you can go into speed, you can adjust all your values, but they also have this test function. So watch what happens when I press test. Oh, there we go. Now I'll pick a different frequency of hertz. Basically, we can then calibrate from there, but I'll have to wait till the car's driving and see what she does, but very, very cool. Alex real hungover because the Broncos won the footy! Woo! So we've got our TB45 radiator because our ports are on the other side, is that correct?
Yes, so well, it's going to be a lot easier if the ports are on this side. The neck comes out facing that way, so it would have been a wild looking hose. So yeah, I think for us, we're pretty lucky with the port on the other side now. It's just going to be a nice simple hose straight down. Thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God. We needed some wins.
Just in behind me here, I've got the Hydro Boost in now, so that's all mounted up. The original master cylinder just bolts straight to it. Pretty straightforward for the most part. It wasn't too bad. While I was underneath the steering column, I got the accelerator pedal in as well, and the throttle cable right through. So thankfully, they haven't changed much on these cabs. The factory throttle cable from TDs and everything else, it's exactly the same. Literally bolted straight up, which made life really easy.
Oh, payment.
Yeah, no worries.
Kaido is back for the third or fourth time for the finishing pieces to the puzzle, which means we're almost ready to get this thing started.
Yeah, I did it the wrong way. Do you know how you're actually supposed to do it?
Sideways.
Nah, upside down.
What?
Yeah.
This is Bathurst edition. They must run this in the V8 supercars. Lucky this is a high performance engine.
Yeah, oh look, yeah, it's a V, well, maybe we got the wrong stuff because ours is a six-cylinder supercar.
Look at the big donk hanging up the side of it.
I wonder if we should check if there's any oil in this.
Oh, we got no oil on the floor, so that's awesome.
Oh, there's some on the motor.
You have a little spill, mate.
A little spill. So what I normally do with a new one is you actually tip it like that. But this handle's kind of in the road, so I don't know if you can with this one.
We are.
Oh, I'm scared. want to see if that fuel valve's pulling up?
You mean like the solenoid where
Solenoid,
it's
is it
it's
pulling
doing
up?
nothing?
Pull it up by hand.
Oh yeah, yeah, it just went down. Okay, key on. Start it. It works.
That makes me so happy after the week I've had.
Literal chills.
Oh, dude. So good. So we've worked so hard for this. Okay, so the day is currently Wednesday. The engine's running.
It is.
Engine's running. We've still got a lot of nut and bolt check to do, and see if it actually drives yet. And it's got to be on a ferry Monday. So
We're in Queensland.
we're in Sunshine Coast. So it's about 2,000 kilometres away. Nah. I'm taking my trusty sidekick TJ and I are going to tackle Tasmania in the mighty tractor. Guys, a few last minute touches. Now, a radiator shroud is something that is very necessary, and what it does is it catches air that comes through the radiator and pushes it through where your radiator fan is. The fan is sucking air from the entire radiator, not just this middle section and your radiator around it. So Mr. Aaron Sippy makes these kits, and would you know it, even on the Phoenix radiator, it fits perfectly. So these are 165 bucks. I'm pretty stoked on that. So all we're gonna do now is cut a hole. It also comes with, and you just weld that bit on around where your fan is. So we'll probably modify this. I'll probably cut the bottom bit off so that we can slide our radiator straight over.
Oh. Is that all right, Kaito?
Far out, mate. You might have found your calling, eh?
Yeah.
Glad you found something, because you can't really edit for shit, eh?
Oh, well, I'll let you edit and I'll do the welding from now on.
I can use CapCut.
Yeah.
Plan to leave Saturday morning, like 4 in the morning, to head to Melbourne. And we haven't driven it yet, but air filter's in. Last intake pipe's done. We're putting coolant in it. Battery's good. We got to find the battery clamp. Everything's done. Bonnet's not on. I can't get this cap off. Oh, I got it. I just ripped it. Holy Jesus. Oh, did we look at how nice the shroud came up? Look at that.
Yeah. We haven't done a bit of an update.
Bit of an update. We've got a new window washer bottle, Raceworks. We've got the rad. We made that up, cut that out. And that's all gravy. Kaito threw some welds on there for us. We had to redo this. The way we had it wasn't going to work, but now it's going to work. And everyone's going to say, oh my God, why have you got a 3-inch intake? Well, it's what we had and it's what we're doing. And they're matching up to the factory airbox, which is 3. Coming up, Millhouse. Except our health, because we're tired. I'm looking defeated. Car runs, drives. Haven't driven it yet.
Only about 9 things are going to go wrong, so
Yeah.
not too bad.
I was just saying, TJ, like, although I see my family like every day, I feel like I haven't seen them at all.
No quality time, eh?
No quality time going on, that's for sure.
Moment of truth, guys. First drive. Yeah, she's rolling under her own steam. You build cars together, you die together.
Yeah, we're in this for the long run.
We build together, we die together.
Yeah, so if you don't see us, tell my mum I love her. How's the mirrors looking, mate? You can see anything.
Nah. We are not making boost. We're at 8 pound. No boost. No boosty boy, but... Oh, she drives.
Whoa. How we go, mate?
We need more boost. It's only at 8 pound at the moment.
So a lot of smoke.
So when we get to Melbourne, we're going to give her a bit of a tune-up with the Cummins boys, Andy. Still not making boost.
You do it?
I am.
Oh.
Woohoo! 20 pound. That's a bit better. Whew. Well, that was easy.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Just like same day Cummins swap, isn't it?
Yeah, it only worked 25 hours every day.
Yeah, well, it's what they say, one sleep till Christmas.
With the previous budget reserve of $27,995, the engine conversion came to a total of $20,280, which leaves us with a budget in reserve of $515, which means our Build Wars Patrol comes in under 30K.
Well, she's in, she runs, she makes noises, she drives.
It does.
Just needs a tune-up, which I'm about to throw this bad boy on a trailer and I'm going to tow it down to Victoria, where Andy from Engines Only is going to give her a nice little, they call it a Timmy Tickle. little Timmy Tickle, the fuel screw. But it's a very, very cool thing. I'm very, very proud of what Alec and myself have built here in a record speed. I reckon we're under 20,000. The main conversion was 17,200. Then we spent probably $500-600 on steel and pipe work and stuff. Now we did spend another probably, I'm gonna say $500-600 on Raceworks reservoirs and a few fittings and silicone hoses and things.
Yeah, just like clamps and just little
plus
fiddly
another
bits.
$400 on a radiator because you need the TB45 radiator. We spent $300 on intercooler mounting kits and including the radiator shroud. Now we also spent another $370 on the intercooler. And other than that, the turbo comes with the kit. It's all brand new. The AC pumps, all brand new. Starter, everything. Everything's new and comes with the engine.
The engineering cost money?
Engineering was $500 for the engine change. And we did also go the Mark's Hydro Boost, but you don't have to, but I didn't want to sacrifice safety, so you can just put a electric vac pump out of a VE Commodore.
Yeah.
That also works, but I am scared of brakes and safety, so I forked out and I got the Hydro Boost, and I got it from Mark's because you can engineer it Australia-wide.
Yep.
Comes with all the engineering paperwork. So.
And it was very straightforward as well. Like it wasn't a hard thing to plumb up, or it's not a headache.
And there was also about 6 cartons of beer.
We had to ask a few favours from
We got a few
people, so-
favours. Like, luckily, Kaido literally lives with Alec and was happy to come and help out. So super, super appreciative of that. And Josh, the diff god, he come gave us a hand. Even Sammy Isles was there one night.
Yeah.
Didn't really do much,
in.
but
Yeah, Mitchie's here.
Mitchie was here. He wasn't meant to be on the tools. He's like, bugger it, give me a welder and a grinder, and he was into the tray.
Yeah.
So
I did actually see TJ pick up a few tools
TJ
too.
was here. Look at these headlights. TJ popped up these headlights.
Oh yeah, Bretto.
Oh, Bretto.
But the-
good man, Bretto.
The glue that holds us together, Bretto. Holy, it'd be nothing without him.
Literally, we would have been cooked. We would have lost so much time. Bretto just doing runs to Repco and runs to Autobahn.
Next episode in this series, stay tuned to see where we end up and what track we get to compete on for our episode.
It is 5 of the hardest tracks.
And this vehicle has to make it to track 4.
Track 4
For our episode.
So we've got to get through the first 3, which will be on everyone else's channel.
It's got a lot of work to do. Let us know if you think it's up to the challenge. I don't know.
Control, mate. They got unbreakable diffs.
There's all sorts of stuff that can go wrong. But yeah, Mac normally pulls a miracle off every month or so. So,
told you, mate. It's 25 hours in a day. It's easy.
yeah.
Very rushed this episode. It obviously was a little more than we thought of an undertaking than we thought. And if you guys want me to do a more in-depth rundown on absolutely everything you need to do in this conversion and price list to a T, Let me know in the comments. I'm happy to do another episode on that because it is a very, very cool conversion. I really like it. And stay tuned to tomorrow night's episode on King Chrome YouTube channel, where the boys Prado, I believe they're testing it this episode. So let's see if they break it already. Who knows? Knowing Tanko, he's an animal on the gear, that man. You would have seen him on some larger YouTube channels recently, and he doesn't hold back at all, that man. So jump on over to King Chrome, follow their channel as well. Follow all the boys' channels. We got Richo, we got Pooley, we got Aussie Arvos, the absolute lads. They are legends, and make sure you're watching all of their build wars, following their channels, and plenty of giveaways happening too. So don't forget, link in the description for our Movember fundraiser. It's going to help a lot of people out, guys.
Oh, no smoke at all.
Yeah, she really needs a tune.